YouTube? Topaz Jason, and I got a pretty good show lined up for you today, man. First, we're going to jump into the news. Then we're going to jump into this review for this album from Scarface. Then we're going to jump into an article from downloadpads.com. But before then, listen to a brief instrumental from underground producer, The One Drum Kid. So the game has this Robin Hood project in which that he's been doing recently, man, where he's pretty much giving away $1,000 a day for 25 days. And pretty much how you set up for it is you go to the Instagram page that he got set up and you put in your name and address, and then you shout out what he wants you to shout out. And it doesn't matter where you at, like they had somebody in Harlem win $1,000 and the game had Lala go over and drop off the money. Overall, I love the way that he's giving back to the fans and such, man. The people that's still sticking with him, even though he hasn't been like mainstream and shit for quite some time. But anyway, on to today's album review, and it's to that Scarface Deeply Rooted. And you know what? I love it when the OGs come out with some solid fucking music to the level that a lot of these new cats and shit that continue to get put on by the game really can't hope to reach this level. And you know, that brings up questions like, why won't the music industry promote something like this and such, because it's quite obviously higher quality than most, but yet we're not going to jump into that shit, man. That's just a whole nother fucking video. Now, quite honestly, I came into this album kind of expecting a concept album, because seeing as though his videos that Still in God and then the title Deeply Rooted, it all came out like maybe this was a concept album just for his beliefs and such, man. But not really. This is just a bunch of dope ass songs that he just put together and put out. And I got to say my absolute favorite songs, because there's two that are tied for this, man. One is The Hot Seat, man, because he accurately depicts how a lot of old people get caught up and put into the fucking system, accurately depicts how the fucking system is. And he does it in the most vivid means and crafted an excellent track around it, man. Excellent production, excellent everything. Fucking phenomenal track. And then the other song that I feel as though is tied for that is Still That Still, which I did make a video for that such, man. So definitely go ahead, check that out, because I go in depth with that. I still like that God track, man, in which made a video for that too. And I really like that Keep It Moving track as well, because he's going in on relationship issues and such with people that really aren't that damn connected and such. He jumps into it like this really wasn't supposed to be a relationship, man. It just kind of happened that way, just like a lot of relationships out here today actually are as well. And because of the lack of compatibility and the fact that they're so different, they clash on so much to the point that they damn near breaking up and shit, man. And I also like that No Problem track, man. I like that the most because of that raw energy that he gives you, that energy that gets you a little bit angry and such, that'll get you hyped. Now, my only thing about that, man, is I wish there was more tracks like this on this project, and quite honestly, he only dropped like one verse on here. It definitely should have been much longer than that, but definitely one of the highlights of this album. Now, I wish that this album was more consistently great to the point that it could have made my top 5 of this year. Like, it may round out, but so far this year, a lot of really great music has come out. But this is definitely one that you go out and fucking cop, though. I give it a solid 8 out of 10. But anyway, on to today's article from downloadpads.com. And today's article is about complex lyricism. Some of my favorite MCs of all time have been complex lyricists, from Nas to, say, Lupe Fiasco and shit right now, man. But let's keep this shit 100. It's just like these guys out here who be rapping the double time flow and all of that shit, man. It's cool that you were super complex with your lyrics and you got things to say and all, but you still have to do the thorough basics in order to create solid tracks, you feel me? Like, your music isn't dope just because you're a complex lyricist, and that's where a lot of people get it fucked up. Like, take Nas. Not only does he deliver super complex lyrics and such, man, in which he's spitting a lot of really key knowledge, man, but on top of it, he already creates solid songs for those who aren't even really paying attention to the lyrics, will notice, okay, that's a dope ass track. You have to provide the core foundation in order for your tracks to be dope. Everything else is just the cherry on fucking top. I hope you enjoyed the show. You can follow me at Twitter up there, and you can go to downloadpads.com, that's down there, to read today's article.